Hi everyone, my name's Allison. I'm the VP of Product at TicketSignup. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so today we're going to be talking about TicketSignup's new MTE timed entry platform for haunts. And this, just a bit of background about who we are. We're TicketSignup. We make it free and easy for you to sell tickets and grow your events and manage your events. And we do that with really easy to use software that you have full control over. We have processed nearly $3 billion in transactions. We do over 2,000 software releases a year, and we work with over 30,000 events across the United States. So this focus of the webinar is going to be about our new patent pending MTE timed entry product. And this is a strategic new ticket product that TicketSignup is offering, and it's really purpose-built for haunts. So what is MTE timed entry? It is calendar-based ticketing. So what we've introduced is a new patent pending database architecture and a really easy to use calendar interface, both in terms of the website and where people are buying tickets, as well as the dashboard where you're making edits, viewing your data, and managing your attendees. MTE timed entry is a scalable and modern platform. The patent pending database architecture is really easy to handle a lot of time slots, a lot of dates, a lot of ticket types, and the complexities of a lot of the haunt events that are currently using older solutions that aren't really scalable for their events. What you're going to see today is a lot of calendars everywhere. And I think one of the main points to make here is that this was a major investment. We spent about 2 years working on MTE timed entry, and we've really been excited to roll it out. We onboarded about a dozen Holiday Light customers and sold nearly 100,000 tickets this November, December, and those were all scanned and checked in. So we've had this first cohort of customers actually use MTE timed entry, and we're really excited to present this and show how it can work for your haunt or potentially other timed entry multi-date events that your organization might have. So just a quick overview before we jump into a demo. I think that I kind of break down the sets of features into like 4 buckets. So the first is calendar driven, very flexible purchase path and website. So making it easy for attendees to figure out which date they want to attend, how much it's going to cost, and giving you that full design and control over how your information displays. The second bucket is calendar-based event management. And so that's how you are setting up your dates, managing your time slots, which tickets are available, your pricing, your caps, all these types of settings, also driven by calendars and with really easy abilities to do bulk as well as one-off updates. The third bucket is calendar-based attendee management, and I kind of bucket both managing ticket purchases, self-serve ticket management options like transferring tickets to a different date, as well as communications like sending email marketing, automated pre-event emails. That's all kind of going into this bucket of calendar-based attendee management. And then finally, calendar-based reporting. And so what TicketSignup does is we make it really easy to get a sense of your event's data from a lot of different points. And so one of the really valuable ways that we've leveraged calendars is to provide really actionable summary data throughout the product and platform. And we're going to get to see a lot of examples of that. And so with that, we're going to go into a quick demo. This is a test event that I've created, and this is using TicketSignup's free event websites. One of the things you'll notice as I'm scrolling down is there's this sticky option to buy tickets, and that's because these websites are event websites. They're purpose-built for events, they're optimized for mobile devices, and they're really trying to drive your focus on these key calls to action, which is buy tickets. You'll see here that you're able to pick a date. This is using one of our calendar components. You can add different text, images, buttons. This is using one of our layout options called the cards component. You can also add as many pages and menu items as you want. You're able to stack these into drop-down menus as well. One of the things that I think is really nice is we have multiple calendar options for how you can make your data visible. So this is our time slot calendar, and you can see that we've added these customizations for certain days of the week, and this is all dynamic. And the power of this dynamic calendar is that you are probably going to have to make updates at some point. Like maybe you want to change the price, you want to change the hours, you want to add an additional date, you want to cancel a date. You're making those changes in the dashboard, and by having a synced event website for your haunt, you don't have to make changes in multiple places. Like you update your date, pricing, whatever in one place, and it's going to automatically get populated out to all of these other calendars. So just to show you the purchase path, you can pick a date, you can pick a ticket type and a time slot. We'll see a little description here as well as the price. Continue. This event is upselling items. The store is very flexible and it can be used to upsell merch, but it can also be used for attractions and a lot of other flexible use cases that haunts have used over the years. One of the things you'll notice here is sales tax. TicketSignup is automatically calculating, collecting, and remitting sales tax on behalf of events. I've just entered a free coupon, so we don't have any cost anymore, so that eliminates the sales tax. But that's another benefit of using TicketSignup for your events. So that's the purchase path on a browser. On mobile device, what you will see is a slightly different option. You'll see Apple Pay, so people can check out really fast using their digital wallet and add their tickets to Apple Wallet as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how you can set up an MTE timed entry event, and then we'll go into the dashboard and look at how you can update all these different settings and make edits, so we can get a good overview of the features and functionality of MTE timed entry for haunts. So you can go to our products page and click on MTE timed entry, and there's an option to create your event. If you'd like to talk with somebody to understand better if this is a good fit for your event or not, you can schedule a call here. You can click create your event, and this is just going to let you walk through a quick event that you will enter in your event information. And so here you can just input your event dates. You can upload a logo. This is just going to be the contact for your event. Here you can enter the location. That's what's driving that little location component that we see on the front website. We're going to leave this as a draft event for right now, and then you'll just answer a couple of questions. And we've created our event. So the next step is setting up your tickets. And so we'll just keep this example pretty simple and consistent with what we just saw. But this will be the general ticket. And here we're able to choose when tickets go on sale. It defaults to today, so that tickets are on sale once we finish the wizard. Remember, this isn't draft, so you have your time, but you can update when these tickets will go on sale, and you'll be able to adjust that later on. So let's add a second ticket type, and we're going to call that VIP. And we'll put the price we'll put at $45. And we've set up our ticket types. The next step is selecting which dates we're open. And this is a fast select that makes it super fast and easy to choose which nights you're going to be open. And so it's automatically selecting the dates within the range that we said we would be open in that first step of the wizard. And we can really easily select all Fridays. We can go back and we can add an additional date. So let's say we're going to do a soft opening on Saturday, September 27th. And so we've selected our dates, and we'll be able to add more dates if we want to later on from the dashboard, but this gives us a good starting point. Now what we're doing is we're setting up pricing and rules for each of the day. And this is starting to follow this day of the week pattern that we're going to see. So we're able to set how many tickets are available for each time slot on Sunday for general. So let's say there's 100. And we're going to allow timed entry ticketing for this. So we'll say that there's going to be 5 time slots. Each time slot is 60 minutes. The first one's going to start at 6 p.m. and a new time slot is going to start every 30 minutes. And you'll see here that we get a quick preview of what our time slots are going to be, as well as how many tickets are available in each one. And now these caps are optional. And you can also do open entry, which means you can just let people enter the event anytime that they want to during the day. They don't have to pick a specific time slot. You can mix and match, or you can just keep it consistent. There are quick copy buttons here that make it really fast to set up your event. And then we can just add a custom cap for our VIP tickets here. And then we have that saved. And what we're able to do is copy this to other days. And we've got that set up for every day of the week. However, on a Friday, for example, we might want to make more money and increase our prices. And so here we can bump up the price. We can actually add more time slots if we want to. So let's just say we're going to extend this and have 6 for each of these days. And then our VIP tickets are going to go up to $60 here. And we're going to save those changes. And then what we're going to do is copy that to Saturday, because Saturday will also be higher demand and we want to charge more money. From here, you can accept payments. You can either get started creating a new payment account. TicketSignup is a PCI Level 1 payment facilitator. And so when you create a new payment account, you'll have to answer some questions about who you are, how we're going to pay your event for the tickets that you've sold, as well as other information to underwrite a payment account. And by default, TicketSignup does weekly payouts, and daily payouts are available upon request. If you've used the RunSignup, GiveSignup, or TicketSignup platforms and already have a payment account, you might have one that you can select here, or one that you've been given access to. And then other options, if you are not the person who should be setting up a payment account, you are not in charge of your organization's finances, you can invite that person to set up their payment account here. So I'm just going to put this into mine, and we'll save and continue, and we have created our event. So we're actually going to go back to this event dashboard because we built this out a little bit more ahead of time. And we're going to go through some of these different tabs of how you would be managing your haunt event on TicketSignup. So the first thing to show is the schedule. And this is showing when we have tickets available for sale, as well as the time slots. This is the month view. And when you click into a day, you are able to see the day view. And from here, you have options to edit all of your time slots. You'll notice here that I have these colors, like an orange and a pink color for my general and VIP tickets. This is going to be a consistent color code that you see throughout your dashboard. It's not on the front end, it's just for your purposes of organizing and like just being able to visually understand your calendar. If you don't like those colors, what you can do is go and change these colors. That's kind of like a silly little thing, but it can help you organize your events. So let's just change this one to green. And then when we go back to the schedule and we're looking at our data, we see orange and green here. So what you can do from the schedule is you can edit your time slots, you can add more time slots, you can delete time slots, you can make these types of edits from here. So let's go to Halloween. And Halloween is on a Friday. And so we think that there's going to be more demand on this date. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add some time slots. And you can add a single time slot. And so let's just add one that's at 4 p.m. And it's going to go until 4:45 p.m. And you'll see here that I have the option to bring these changes to all the other Fridays, but this is just for Halloween. We want to sell more tickets because there's going to be more demand. And so we've added that and we've created a new time slot here. And similarly, we can just add this here. There we go. And we have that new time slot as well. And fixing that real quick. If we want to make a bulk update, so let's say Thursdays aren't selling very well, and what we want to do is actually get rid of this time slot, we can delete this time slot and we can say all of the Thursdays that we're selling tickets, we actually don't want to offer this 8 p.m. time slot, and so we'll make that bulk update. And so then when we go across our other Thursdays and look at the 16th, you see that's gone. And then similarly, we can edit this time slot. We can bulk delete this as well. And so with TicketSignup's calendar management for the schedule, you're going to be able to easily make these bulk updates that go across your dates, or you can make one-off updates and additions to a particular date. So it's very flexible. You can also add additional dates with more time slots from this schedule. The next piece of data that I think is pretty key for haunts that are managing their events are caps. And so here you can see exactly how many tickets are available for each of these dates. None of the tickets have been sold yet, and so you're just seeing a 0 here. But what we're able to do is similarly go in and make edits across a bunch of dates or for one specific date. Actually, I have sold some tickets here. I did two test transactions. So on the 27th, what we can do is we can manage caps, and we have the option to manage the caps for general tickets, all of them on the 27th, or we can update all the caps for all Saturday tickets. So let's just say that we want to update these 8 time slots, and we're actually going to decrease the amount of time slots that we have available because it's earlier in the season, or the number of tickets per time slot available, and we've updated that to 100. And you can see here that update has been done, and now there's 100 tickets that are available for the general ticket on the 27th. And this is really nice because you can make those updates in real time. Like if you're on site at your haunt and you're sold out, and you'll see that this is sold out, like 100 of 100 sold, but you have the capacity to put more people through your attractions, you can make these adjustments in real time. You don't have to reach out to TicketSignup for help. You're able to do that yourself because this is a very flexible, easy to use calendar-based management for caps. Similarly with pricing, we also have a month view, so we're able to get an overall picture of which dates are open for sale and the prices of each ticket. So you'll see here from the wizard, we had set up variable pricing where we had some nights at 25, 45, and we have some nights that are at 35 and 60. And similarly, we're able to make those bulk updates. So if we feel that Saturday is actually going to be the most popular night of the week, we can update all of our Saturday tickets and bump up these prices to $40. One of the things that you'll notice here is you have other options. So one of these options is volume pricing. And you can say that it's going to cost $40 when people buy 1, 2, or 3 tickets. But when you buy 4 or more, we're going to give you a volume discount, and we're automatically going to take that price per ticket down to $35. So this is a nice way to handle pricing and to handle, demand and give discounts to large groups. By default, we've set the single sales window that opens on the date you specified, and then it will close 15 minutes after a time slot starts. This is variable, so you can update and change how you want that to work. Like maybe it closes one day before the time slot begins. Typically, what we recommend is keeping sales open through the start so that you can maximize your revenue. One of the things that you can do with TicketSignup, though, is you can actually do automated price increases. And this is a really nice way to create a sense of urgency because people want to get a lower price up front. And it can really drive ticket sales earlier in the season. So let's say that this pricing is going to hold for our Saturday tickets until like September 1st. And then on September 1st, what's going to happen is the pricing is going to increase to $45 and then $40. And we're still going to keep it open until 15 minutes after the sales window. So we'll save that change. And then when we're going back to our pricing page, you can see on the Saturdays that we now have a range from $35 to $45 for a general ticket. And that's taking into account that price increase that we implemented. And it highlights here what that current price range is that would be applicable to this current sales window. for just like a single ticket. And then this is showing with that volume discount as well as the high end with the price increase. So this lets you do these types of bulk updates and flexible ways that you can edit pricing. Similarly, we can update for just a single day. So we might just want to update the pricing for tickets on the 31st. And we'll just say that on this day, tickets are going to cost $50 for everyone. And we'll save that. And it updates all the general tickets for the 31st. And we're going to update the VIP tickets. And each ticket is going to cost $75. We'll save that. And that's all been updated to $75. And then when we're looking at like our pricing calendar, what we'll notice is that these prices have gone into effect. So here we're just showing the minimum price, but this is already updated to that new $50 pricing. And my Saturdays have updated to this new $40 pricing. And so that just shows like the power of this. It's showing like when you make updates in one place, they're getting reflected in all of your online ticketing. So it's a very powerful way to manage your event. There are more customizations available. So one of them is actually with the registration path. So by default, our registration path looks like this, where you select a date from a calendar picker, and then you choose your ticket type and then your time slot. This is now showing that volume pricing that's available. You have flexibility with how this displays. So right now we have a few options. We have a calendar date picker and we have day tiles. And you can customize how you want these day tiles to appear. And over time, we're going to add more options to this. But right now it's showing the full name of the day of the week. You can choose how many tiles to display at the top. And I'm going to save that. And then with your time slot selection, we are choosing a ticket and then a time slot. But you can also choose to reverse that so that you just choose your time slot first and then you choose your ticket type. And you can choose whether you want to show both the start and end times or just the start time. And so this is, we choose that. Okay. So now we have completely changed this. And these are our day tiles at the top. And now we're selecting a time slot, and then we choose our ticket type. And if we want to go here, we have more time slots available because it's a Saturday. And we have our new volume discount pricing here. And so when I pick 4, I'm going to get that $35 in my cart versus the $40. And so this just gives you a completely different look and feel to your event. And the other thing that you can do with the registration path is that we have dynamic sold out text. So if both the general and the VIP tickets sell out for this time slot will show as sold out. If all of the tickets for this entire date are sold out, then this day will show as sold out, and that's all dynamic. You're not having to manually update anything. You can also create like a sense of urgency in addition to the price increases by showing the tickets remaining, and there's settings where you can customize that as well. So this registration path is full of layout customizations as well as ways that you can show or hide dynamic text. The next thing I want to show is the website builder and how you can design your page. And some events like to use this as their full website, and they bring a domain over, and we host that for free, SSL certificate, automatically optimized, and it's great. It saves you a lot of money from having to maintain a separate website. Some events have their own website. They've invested a lot of money in it. They really like it. And so what they do is they just use us for a ticketing page and a portal. And you can still use a lot of these content pages, like a ticket management, ticket lookup page. You might want to include that because it's easy for people to manage their tickets. You have the store. You can include a link back to your website, and you can actually bring a subdomain over here to host for free, like tickets.myhaunt.com. So you have that consistent branding throughout. Because what we're doing is we're really giving you a full event website. Like, you're not seeing TicketSignup's brand, you're seeing this Haunts brand. So in terms of building out a website, you don't have to know how to code or do anything like that. It's a point and click website builder. You're able to move things around, so like you can easily shift things or drag and drop them. So it's a very friendly website builder. You can add different content, and we have a pretty big library. It looks a little overwhelming maybe, but you can easily search for what you're looking for. So like if you want to add an image here, you can upload an image. You can use an image from a different event or an image that you uploaded in an email or a different website. So here I actually have a haunt from last year, and I had some images from them. It's a completely different event, but I'm able to use one of those images. We also have system images, which just let you see a bunch of different images across different categories. And so for you guys, you would probably want the Halloween and haunts categories. But I can quickly just pick an image. I can say I want to make it half size. I want it centered. You can link it. And then we update and we've got an image. And again, we can move this up, we can move this down, but it's super simple. And we've updated our website, and now you see that image here. So we have that, and then we also have these dynamic data components. This is our big time slot calendar, and you'll see here that you can apply different designs and choose different designs for different dates. It's a really fun, flexible way, and this is one of the examples of dynamic data that you're showing for your event. And by dynamic, I mean it's connected to the settings that you enable in the dashboard, so it's automatically updating. You can add more pages, you can add drop-down menus, so like you could add an FAQ page here, and we can have information about parking. We can customize this page, and this is going to be called parking, and you can add your content about parking on this page, and this creates a new drop down for your website. We also have free email marketing, and that is a really powerful tool because there are a lot of organizations that are using like Constant Contact, MailChimp. They're paying a lot of money each year, and TicketSignup's email marketing can be used for two different purposes. One is to send marketing emails. So what we let you do is upload custom lists. You can upload as many email contacts as you want. So like every person who's ever bought a ticket for your haunt, you can upload them into an email list, and you'll be able to select them. There's no limits on how many contacts you can upload. There's no cost for how many emails you send, how many contacts you send to. The other type of email is transactional, and that's information about the event. For MTE events, we have a new automated email. That's the pre-event email, and you can enable this, and you can choose to send it out one day before people have their tickets. So let's just say we want to send this out at 2 p.m. the day before people have bought tickets, and we can save settings. And here you have a default pre-event email that includes a QR code, information about your tickets and what you bought, but you can go in here and edit this email. This will populate with each purchaser's information so that they have their own QR code that you can scan with TicketSignup's free mobile ticket app, and they'll see their ticket purchase information here. You can edit this, you can create your own email from scratch. You can also use this to include more information. You can also include images here, so it's the same type of thing where we can add images. We can add different buttons, social media links, images, however you want to lay this info out. You can include information about parking, check-in, whatever you need to do. And so there we have a pre-event email, and that's like an automated drip campaign. We have a post-purchase email. We're going to be adding a post-event email. And again, you can use scheduled emails to send marketing blasts as well as other one-off emails. Ticket management. So if somebody calls or somebody emails your haunt with a question, you can easily pull up their ticket information by searching for their name, their email, confirmation number. Taylor Swift bought tickets. So I'm able to easily search for her and pull up her ticket purchase. And here I've got really easy options as the director to help manage her tickets, including the ability to issue refunds directly from the platform. You'll see here that this is a link to store items that she ordered. And so I'm easily able to access all that information in one place. We also offer self-serve options. And so one of the things that you can do is, rather than transferring people's tickets for them, you can actually let people transfer their own tickets. And so what we can do, for example, is that we're going to let everyone transfer their tickets up to 1 day before the event, and we're going to let them do that for free. Because that just gives your attendees flexible options, and it reduces the customer service that you might have to deal with. When we go back to this ticket purchases report, we can see that we've had a couple of tickets happen, and this is just the default layout for our events. If we want to, we're able to show additional data, so we can add columns, and here we've added a store item. We have searches up here. The other thing that you can do with TicketSignup's reports is create a saved report. And so this lets you add different filters, and you can select which columns you want to include in the report and which columns you don't want to. So let's just say we're going to do these columns, and you can actually drag and drop them so that you're able to see the information and the data in the way that you would like to. So we'll go like that. And we'll do Allison test, and we'll save that report. And we have that saved report right here, and we can go and view it. And that's just giving us the data the way that we like it. And so if you don't like how our purchase report looks, it's not the data that you need to see, you can easily come here and you can update that and just save that as a bookmark tab. You'll also be able to access it anytime under the Saved Reports tab on ticket purchases. So it's a really nice flexible reporting method. So what I wanted to do quickly is go through a couple of dashboards that do have reports with data in them. This is the date summary report. So this is saying that there were 219 tickets sold for Saturday, December 21st, and it brought in this much revenue. The color shading indicates which dates have had the most ticket sales. And so when you click on it, you're able to see a quick breakdown of your store revenue, your net revenue per ticket, different metrics like that. This data is also available in a table format, and you can export it. This calendar report is showing you when people bought tickets. So it doesn't have to do with the date of their ticket, it's just when they bought them. And so you'll see here, this is when they launched ticket sales. These are some of the pre-sales. And when you click here, you similarly get a quick revenue breakdown, and you also get to see how many of each type of ticket were sold. So in our example, we would be seeing general and VIP and how many were sold. And this helps you understand when your haunt is selling tickets. So you'll be able to look at that across the different months, and these color shadings make it really easy to identify like where these pockets were, where you sold the most tickets. This is a heat map. This isn't specific to MTE times entry, but it's a really useful tool. You can zoom in and zoom out of this map to understand where your attendees are coming from. This is also exportable as a CSV, so you can see the count by zip code, like how many tickets were sold. That can help you better focus your digital and physical ad spending and marketing efforts in locations where people are actually coming from. This is the store item summary. So you get a breakdown of how many of each item were sold in total, as well as the amount of revenue that brought in. And then we also let you sell variants for each item. And so you can see a count of how many were bought by the variants. And in this example, that would be size. Here is the ticket caps page. So we were setting this up and updating the caps earlier on our haunt example, but this is showing it with ticket sales data, and it makes it a little bit more understandable, like why this is such an actionable page. So if you are wanting to check, on a specific date, like how many tickets have been sold, how many are still available, and you want to boost one of these caps up, you're able to quickly just manage caps and override the cap while keeping it in sync with the actionable data that's actually happening at your event on site. This is the check-in report. So this is how many tickets have been checked in with the mobile ticket app for each of the dates. And it gives you an overall percentage for the month. So it's rolling up at that level, and then it's rolling up for each of the dates. And again, the shading indicates where the highest number of check-ins have happened. You'll see a quick breakdown of exactly how many tickets have been checked in versus how many are sold. When we click into a particular date, we get a breakdown by ticket type as well as by time slot. And so here we can see that 77% of all the tickets were checked in for this date. And then we see a breakdown by ticket type. So in our case, this would eventually be like general and VIP. And then you see it also by each time slot. And so you'll see here 100% checked in, 100%. This one got canceled, and then you have 72%. And you're able to just continue to refresh on this particular date. It's got like a unique URL, so you can just see the volume of check-ins as they're happening in real time. We know that there's a lot of haunts that really value this data and are checking it because they are making those updates to their caps as well based on how many people have checked in. This is just another way to look at your check-in data. This is an interval report, and it's just accumulating a count of how many check-ins occurred in different interval periods. So this one's just set to 30 minutes, and you can see how many tickets were scanned and checked in. This is also exportable data, and this just gives you a nice little graph that you can hover over. This is really valuable for haunts because you're able to understand what your peak times are, so you can really base your staffing decisions off of how many people are actually coming into your haunt at a specific time. I'm going to go back to our slide. So I showed you some of these core MTE timed entry features purpose-built for haunts. There's a lot more features that are just automatically available for any ticket event using TicketSignup. This is a full list. We'll share these slides with you afterwards. And by full, I don't mean actually full. This is like the list last time I updated it. I'm definitely missing stuff on here. But there's a lot of functionality here from, being able to import tickets, offer insurance, and drive extra revenue with that. We have free text messaging. We do automated sales tax collection. You have really easy ways to upload photos for your event. So we have a ton of other features that you can explore on TicketSignup. Just a note, with TicketSignup, when you're setting up your event, what'll happen is you get a dedicated account manager. So somebody's going to work with you to set up and customize your event. We're 100% US-based company, so all of our support people are in the US. We're available 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And as you can see, the platform is designed to be very self-serve. So we want to make sure that you feel confident, like knowing how to manage your event. If you don't like talking to a real person, that's fine too. You can also email people on our team, as well as check out our very big library of guides, our webinars, videos, tutorials, our blog, and more. And we don't charge for support. And then just really quickly, this is our pricing. Our pricing is different than a lot of other ticketing companies. We charge a processing fee per cart and not per ticket. And we find that the average cart has about 3 tickets. This pricing includes all credit card fees. And again, this is also including free unlimited email, marketing, text messaging, websites, and more. Free offline tickets are free. So you don't have to pay for free tickets, you don't have to pay for offline tickets. And of course, you have the option to pass all these fees to attendees, so you're not paying anything at all. We start offering volume pricing discounts at 5,000 tickets a year. So if your haunt is selling more than 5,000 tickets, our standard pricing gets lowered by 20%, and we have additional volumes, tiers, and volume discounts after that. And again, this pricing includes all credit card fees as well as all platform fees. So with that, I am going to wrap things up. If you have any questions, you can type them in here. into the questions module. Otherwise, we're going to post a recording of this webinar on YouTube. We'll send it out to you so you can watch it. We'll also share slides and additional resources of where you can get started setting up your haunt, as well as read more about our MTE timed entry product. Not seeing any questions right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this webinar. Thank you for attending today, and looking forward to talking with a lot of you more about our MTE timed entry product and seeing how we can be a good fit for your events. Thanks. Bye.
If you like what you've seen here today on RunSignup's YouTube channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. Comment below with your favorite thing we did today. Tell all your friends, and happy running days to you.
Every video is going to have that at the end of it now.
Absolutely. Why not? Why?
That was Joel, everybody.
I'm a software developer, but I moonlight as a YouTube sensation. Hi, Mom.